Hi, I'm Mindy Paul, and I'm going to share with you how I went from being a high school dropout to being told I'd never amount to anything by my teachers, jumping from business to business, huge amounts of credit card debt, and the lowest point in my life is when I was told that I only had 48 hours to live. I'm going to share with you how I went from there to being a six-figure business owner with clients all around the world. Now I've got time and money freedom, and I'm going to show you how you can do the same. So I want to take you back to 27th of February 2016. I was perfectly fit and healthy. I was sitting at home with my two young children. It's 10:30 p.m. and all of a sudden I fell critically ill. I was rushed into hospital, and I remember the doctor coming, sitting by my side and said, "Look, Mr. Paul, I don't know how to tell you this, but within the next 48 hours we could lose you at any second." And I just couldn't believe that he was saying that to me. It's always other people, never me. Now I'm thinking about my children. I had this vision of my children attending my funeral, and I looked back at my life. What have I actually done in my life? What am I leaving behind? Now my children got to grow up without me. My life was shattered. I can't even explain to you how that felt. I remember hearing the voice of the legendary Les Brown, and he says, when you're lying on your deathbed and the ghosts of your dreams come to you, surrounding your bed with large angry eyes and saying, "Look, we came to you for life, and now we must die with you." And at that point, it just felt like he was in the room with me. His voice was bouncing off the walls. How could this happen to me, 37 years old, a happy, healthy person? Now I'm on my deathbed? It wasn't a laughing matter. And I knew that the next 48 hours, I didn't even know if I had the next minute. And so I made a decision. Not only am I going to change my life and do the things I wanted to do, but I'm going to make sure that anybody that I contact with, that does not have to lie in this bed with the same regrets as I did. I had to manifest myself back to good health. And I remember Googling a YouTube video of Bob Proctor, and I put in Bob Proctor health. And I remember watching that over and over again. The doctor come back to me after the last test I had, and he said, "Look, Mr. Paul, seeing you coming in with your condition at such a young age, we were very concerned. Had you been 78 years old with that condition, we'd still be very concerned. But I can't explain how after everything you've been through, you're walking out of here with a clear bill of health." And I just felt relief. I took a deep breath in. And I remember saying to the doctor, "Would you like to know what it was? How I'm still here?" He goes, "Sure, tell me." I said, "Well, it's the power of prayer and positive thinking." And he smiled at me and he said, "Mr. Paul, it definitely wasn't medical." So here I was, walking out of hospital, and this shouldn't have been happening. I shouldn't be alive by now. And right now, I made a decision that, you know what, Mindy? What do you really want? This was like a rebirth for me, and I knew that I had to take this chance. I was living way below my potential. Now, one of my big goals was to work with Bob Proctor, and I knew that he was the one that was going to help me get to my dreams, my goals, my ambitions. So I made a decision that I'd been putting off for many, many years, that I was going to go to Toronto and I was going to work with Bob. And there I was, in Bob's office, one-to-one with Bob. I was making my dreams come true. I took action. I made a committed decision, and I took life seriously for the first time, because I did not want to be lying back there in that hospital thinking, what do I do with my second chance? Now, you may or may not know who Bob Proctor is, but for me, he was a significant figure in me finding out what I truly wanted and my purpose. Now, going back to that hospital bed, I knew I made a promise to myself, and I had to keep it. I needed to know why I was on this earth and what I truly wanted, and I was going to find out. Now, I've been an entrepreneur since the age of 16. I've had some huge embarrassing failures. I've had some great successes. One of them was like driving my dream car, Porsche 911, in my early 20s. Now, if somebody asked me today, "Mindy, are you happy with the way your life is?" If I was on my deathbed right now, hand on heart, I'd say, you know what? I'm totally happy with how I've lived my life since being given them 48 hours. Now, I'm leaving a legacy. I'm leaving an impact with my family, the people I'm connecting with. I'm leaving a mark on this planet. So when I'm gone, people will remember me for who I am, not the car I drove. Now, ask yourself a question. If you were in my place and you were given 48 hours, could you put your hand on your heart and say, you know what? I lived all out. I didn't hold back. Or would there be regrets? Do you even know what you truly want? Most people don't. So don't be hard on yourself if you're not sure what you want. We can find out. Now that was my story, and I'm sure you got your own. Now if you can resonate with what I've been speaking about, and you're really ready to take your life to the next level, I want to invite you to a call with myself by clicking the link on this video. We're going to find out what you want, then I'm going to show you how to get it. Let's get you living the life that you truly deserve. Let's not settle for second best. You only get one life. It's all about what you do with it. It's all about here and now. So book that call and I'll see you on the inside.